Two-weapon fighting in Pathfinder has a pretty much complicated rules. If you are new to Pathfinder and if you want to know the basic and some tips for two-weapon fighting, then this video is for you. Hello guys, GENeUINE Gaming here, and this video is a video on Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Beginner's Guide on two-weapon fighting. If you wield a second weapon on your offhand, you can get an extra attack per round with that weapon. However, you suffer a -6 penalty with your primary hand and a -10 penalty to the attack with your offhand. You reduce these penalties in two ways. First, if your offhand weapon is light, the penalties are reduced by 2 each, making it -4 in your primary hand and -8 in your offhand. Second, the two-weapon fighting feat lessens the primary hand penalty by 2, and the offhand hand penalty by -6, making it a -4 penalty in both primary and offhand. If you have a two-weapon fighting feat and you are using a light weapon in your offhand, it makes the penalty on your primary hand and offhand to -2. Here is a table for summary. Another thing to note that not all finesse weapons are light weapons. Example of finesse weapons that are not light weapons: estoc, dueling sword, rapier. However, all light weapons are finesse weapons. So, if you are wielding rapiers on your offhand, you will get negative penalty on both primary and offhand. So, wielding a light weapon on your offhand is pretty much recommendable. With double weapons, the penalties apply as if the offhand and the other weapon was a light weapon, making it -2 to both your primary hand and offhand. However, you're going to need two-weapon fighting feat to use double weapons to be able to strike twice. Take note, in order to get the two-weapon fighting feat, you are going to need to have 15 points in your dexterity score. Other feats that improved two-weapon fighting: double slice. It adds you full strength bonus to your offhand damage rolls, where normally only 50% of your strength bonus is added. Improved two-weapon fighting. In addition to the standard single extra attack you get with an offhand weapon, you get a second attack with it, albeit at a -5 penalty. Prerequisites: dexterity score of 17, two-weapon fighting, and base attack bonus of +6. Remember that every 6 points of base attack bonus will allow the character to perform a second attack when attacking a full round's actions. This second attack is made at an attack bonus 5 points lower than the first attack, and should a character gain a high enough base attack bonus for a third attack, it's made of 5 points lower than the second attempt, and 10 points lower than the first. For example, a 6th level fighter has a base attack bonus of +6, +1, primary attack has a +6, and the second attack receives +1. At 11th level, the fighter will get +11 on first attack, +6 on second attack, and +1 on third attack. Without improved weapon fighting, your full round attack is going to be like this: +4 primary hand and +4 on your offhand, +6 with -2 penalty while wielding a light weapon in your offhand, and a -1 on your primary hand, +1 with -2 penalty while wielding a light weapon in your offhand. With improved weapon fighting, your full round attack is going to be like this: +4 primary hand and +4 offhand, and another attack with -1 with your primary hand, and another attack with -1 on your offhand. A similar feat with improved two-weapon fighting is greater two-weapon fighting, which gives you a third attack with your offhand with -10 penalty. Its prerequisites are dexterity score of 19, improved two-weapon fighting, and a base attack bonus of +11. Two-weapon fighting looks kind of cool to your character. However, in application, it suffers a lot of penalty. Question is it worth it? Two-weapon fighting is best for classes with sneak attacks, as it multiplies the damage it can deal against its enemies. Since it requires a high dexterity score, usually 2 weapon fighting is for dexterity build characters. Unless you're a ranger or any class that has a ranger combat style bonus feat like the Slayer, where you can build a 2 weapon fighting that is strength based. The fighter is also good for 2 weapon fighting since the class has also a feat wherein he could make any one-handed act as a light weapon in his offhand. Soon enough, as you level up, the negative penalty for fighting with 2 weapons can be mitigated, and you can deal more damage compared to characters wielding with 1 weapon, be it double-handed or single-handed. So that's about it in this video, and if you have other questions with regards to weapon fighting, feel free to put them in the comment below. And if this video is helpful, leave a like or let me know in the comment below. And if you want more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous video, subscribe to my channel. See you in the next vid. Ciao!